What's up, decoders? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching again, as always. And in this video, we're going to cover some quick and pretty interesting synchronicities that I found between the Skull and Bones Secret Society and the upcoming weekend, basically tomorrow, the August 23rd through the 26th. So we're going to talk about mostly August 23rd, but also this whole weekend looks. So this is impossible for me not to share this because it's very compelling to see how this 322 number lines up with the 911. So let's look into this. And for all the people new to my channel, thank you again for watching. And on this channel, we look at synchronicities, we look at numbers, and we look at the script that this world seems to run on. And one of the major players on the world stage is secret society called Yale Skull and Bones. They're based out of Yale, and they're called Skull and Bones. So their number is order 322. As you can see on their emblem, it says 322. The society's badge is gold and consists of a skull that is supported by crossbones with the number 322 on the lower jaw. Its members worshipped Uliga, a fictional goddess of eloquence. Okay. The number 322 appears in Skull and Bones insignia and is widely reported to be significant as the year of the Greek orator Demosthenes' death. A letter between early society members in Yale's archives suggests that 322 is a reference to the year 322 BC. So you guys can read the rest of this. There's some other things that are connected. Of course, there's multiple reasons, but the main reason that they like this number is it connects to their inspiration of this Greek orator who died in the year 322, okay? And so we're talking about death, right? Skull and bones with the X in the X form and then the skull and the bones. So this represents the Brotherhood of Death. So if you guys don't know, they also call themselves the Brotherhood of Death. And again, this 322 number is what we're going to talk about. I'm going to show you how there's some interesting syncs with this 322 and the next couple days coming up. And again, this might not mean anything, guys, but I'm just sharing the synchronicities in case we do have some sort of synchronicity or ritual, whatever you want to call it, with this weekend. Okay, so let's look at it. So first of all, what you guys also need to know, if you're new to the channel or if you just don't know, is 9/11 was connected to Skull and Bones because the president at the time of 9/11 was George W. Bush, and George W. Bush was a member, look it up, of Skull and Bones, the class of 1968, a big year. And when he ran for president, he ran against John Kerry. And John Kerry was also a member of Skull and Bones. You guys can go watch the interview on YouTube of these two presidents these two people being asked about their membership in Skull and Bones. And they did not want to talk about it, right? It's a secret society. It's supposed to be about secrets. So anyway, George W. Bush, the president during 9/11, was clearly a member of this order 322. So what I'm about ready to show you is very interesting because the two numbers that lead us to tomorrow, August 23rd, are the numbers 911 and 322. So let's look at it. So this is all connected to the wars that have been going on between Russia and Ukraine and Hamas and Israel. So notice that there seems to be an interesting correlation between what I just laid out to you, the number 911 being connected to the Skull and Bones 322. So the day that Putin invaded Ukraine was February 24th, 2022. If you go from February 24th, 2022, the invasion, to August 23rd tomorrow, it is exactly 911 days. Okay, so interesting, right? Just that by itself is very interesting, but it's not so compelling, but it's very interesting, right? But what's even more crazy is if you go to Putin's birthday last year, right? So if you go from his invasion to tomorrow, it's 9/11. If you go from his birthday next year to tomorrow, it's 322. And I just told you the 322 has ties to the 9/11, the Skull and Bones. So Putin, his invasion and his birthday were lined up with tomorrow's date. Very interesting because of the 9/11 and the 322. Now remember, not only was it 322 days after Putin's birthday tomorrow, the day that this invasion happened, when Hamas attacked Israel, was on Putin's birthday. Okay, so again, Putin invaded 9/11 days before tomorrow, and then on his birthday there was an attack on Israel, and that was 322 days ago. Once again, going back to the Skull and Bones. So again, this is the compelling thing, guys. This might not mean that there's going to be something, but it might be something to think about in case there is something that goes down in the next few days. And I'm going to show you how it might tie to a few days after that as well. Now, this is just more proof that they use these codes to code their things. Because look at this, guys. There was a video game that came out this year called Skull and Bones, okay, which is the secret society with the 322. And this game was released on February 13th. That is the day, leaving 322 days in the year. Okay, so once again, is that mere coincidence? You guys decide. What are the chances that a Skull and Bones game releases on the day leaving 322 days in the year when the secret society Skull and Bones is connected to that very number? Okay. Now, if you measure from that release of that video game, Skull and Bones, on the 322 days left in the year, to the tomorrow, the date I've already laid out to you, it's 192 days. And 192 is also an important number right now to this secret society, Skull and Bones, because the society, the university where this society is located, Skull and Bones itself, the society itself was founded in 1832. That means the society itself is 192 days old. So from the video game Skull and Bones to tomorrow is 192 days. That is a reference, I believe, to the year in which we are in of the society itself being 192 days old. And look at this, guys. If you type in the school and the secret society, Yale Skull and Bones, it equals 192. And again, guys, we do gematria here. This is just simple gematria. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z is 26. And you take every letter. Y is the 25th letter, A is the 1st, L is the 12th, E is the 5th. You add up all these letters in the Yale Skull and Bones, it equals 192. And Skull and Bones is 192 years old. And 192 days after Skull and Bones video game is the date August 23rd, which again lines up with what I showed you here from Putin, 9/11 days to tomorrow, and from his birthday, 322 days from tomorrow. And again, Skull and Bones video game released on the 322 days left in the year. 192 days later is tomorrow. Now, we're going to talk about August 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. I think something could happen with the wars in between that because of this synchronicity. Now, again, Skull and Bones is based out of Yale. Well, the University Yale just happened to turn 322 years old this year, and they have the society with the number 322 located there. Okay, so what's even crazier about all this is if you go from the founding date of Yale, October 9th, 1701, to August 26th, 3 days after the date I've already laid out, it's 322 years and 322 days since the founding of Yale. And again, located at Yale is Order 322. So that could be also very big. And last but not least, guys, I want to talk about the number 83. We've talked about the 322, but how is the 83 connected? Well, Yale, the university Skull and Bones is located, was found on the day leaving 83 days in the year. Okay, so it must be an interesting number to them, right? Well, it is, guys, because Yale University, where it was founded at, equals 83. They call themselves the Brotherhood of Death, which equals 83 in the same cipher. Now, this is the reverse cipher. Okay, so you reverse the alphabet and then you reduce it down. So again, founded on the 83rd day, leaving in the year, Yale University equals 83, and the secret society, the Brotherhood of Death, equals 83. Now, this is where it gets crazy, because if you go from 9/11, now I've already made the connection between 9/11 and Skull and Bones, but if you go from the actual day of 9/11 to tomorrow, which I've laid out to you, it's 83 days, guys. So there you go, another connection to Skull and Bones that was founded on, or Yale, which was founded on the day leaving 83 days in the year. Yale University, 83. From 9/11 to tomorrow is 83 days. So add that to the list of crazy connections I just showed you. Another connection here is that this is all about the number 23 because it's the date of the 23rd. And 83 is the 23rd prime number, okay? So again, 8383 to the 23rd, and 83 is the 23rd prime number. And that's where I want to bring up this movie, guys. If you're not familiar with this movie, they actually show you gematria. The thing I'm showing right here to you guys, they show you this in this movie. So if you guys want to see if these people actually use this, go watch this movie. Gematria, coding letters into numbers, okay? Now the movie, the number 23 came out on the date February 23rd, which is 223. Now 223 is the backwards flipped around number of the Skull and Bones 322. And in gematria, skull and crossbones, which is the symbol of Skull and Bones, equals 223. And if you type out number 23, it equals 223. And if you go to the satanic cipher, which is all about the number 6, if you go to the satanic cipher and you type in number 23, just like it's written here, number 23, it equals 322. Okay, so very interesting. Now, the reason I'm bringing all this up again is because tomorrow, which lines up perfectly with 9/11 being 8383, the 23rd prime after 9/11, it's on the 23rd, and we're talking about the number 23. And there's a movie about that number. Okay, and it's a movie about kind of darker things like Skull and Bones would be, right? So there's a whole lot more here, but I don't have a lot of time, guys. Thank you again for watching. Again, I'm at a hostel, so my videos are much shorter. I've had some complaints that I need to make them shorter, more to the point. I'm trying to do better. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll watch out for the next few days. Maybe something happens, maybe something doesn't. But I couldn't not show these interesting synchronicities because I just couldn't. It's so interesting. So anyways, guys, take care, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. God bless.